representative of Nintendo yesterday because he wanted to meet with me at one of my stores, and we were talking about, like, this isn't Smash, this isn't Smash.
Yeah.
And then he teased me about, like, just because he knows that people, like, want, like, Master Chief, you know? So he's like, this is not on a Nintendo console yet.
So we're already in it.
They're not allowed to know that information. Anyway, we got a match.
We got Charlie24 versus KobeBoof, and this matchup in this game is rough for Rosalina, just given how many active hitboxes that Pika can throw out to just separate Rosalina and Luma right away, and just how Pikachu has no trouble getting in on a character as tall as Rosalina. So I really want to see how Charlie's defense stacks up in dealing with Pika, because you are fighting against the best character in the game with a very niche character that, you know, you probably won't see this matchup a lot of the time. But yeah, already Kobe doing the right thing, which is divorcing. You know, he's like, you two aren't made for each other, you guys, you know. You need some time away from your mother real quick. You need to really spend out in the world for yourself. That is basically what Pika's saying to these Lumas. Because the Lumas are, canonically, I think, seen as Rosalina's children.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, man. You ever play Mario Galaxy? You know that lore. Rosalina got one of the saddest backstories I've ever seen on a character. Yeah. But anyway, what's more sad than that backstory right now is Charlie24's chances at taking out KobeBoof with this level of dominance neutral that he's performing, man. Just catching that landing with the easy down smash right there and getting rid of the Luma just for good measure. And now we got a Lumaless Rosalina here to fight the best character, or potentially the best character in the game. And so far, it's going to be really rough for Charlie to be able to make that around, man. Look at that.
Oh, my God. Kobe. Looking like actual Kobe with the coverage.
Honestly.
My man is out here.
But yellow, too, like the Lakers jersey.
It is looking...
He's got the headband and everything. Dude, that's Kobe Bryant.
This matchup is just so hard for Rosa, just given how big her size is and how she kind of just gets mixed by a lot of what Pika can do. Her hitboxes are also pretty precise as well, so... If I were Charlie in this matchup, I would be looking for a counter pick right about now.
Oh my God! And it landed him into the Pikachu hitbox.
That's rough. That's a hard knock life for my man right now.
Dude. Superior, what is it called? James's montage?
Super gay?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but thank you.
Dude,
take a look at that replay.
It's just the video. Like,
my favorite combo video of all time.
Same. So it is literally the most comedic and somehow epic combo video I've ever seen in my life.
It's so good.
Like, it's just so funny, and like especially when you're from Tri-State, you know who these players are when you see.
He even put himself getting clipped in his own combo video.
Yeah, let's go, Glenn.
So yeah, looking.
Let's go, KobeBoof. My God, that was destroying.
That looked mighty rough for my man Charlie. I would definitely investigate a counter pick because I feel like that might be. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rosa players, but I think that might be one of Rosa's worst matchups. Just, you have to be so precise with how you land on Pika or get anything started. And if, you know, Luma will be a good disjoint to use to kind of box out Kobe a little bit, but Kobe seems already very acclimated to the matchup in that you have to get rid of Luma. Luma is the main villain, you know, that you have to worry about. Solo Rosalina isn't as threatening when she doesn't have her little star baby around to hit really hard and protect her. So I don't know, that matchup just looked really, really rough. And anything Rosa does, like jumping, like you have to play super duper defensive, I feel like, to even have a chance to deal with the amount of mix that Pikachu has.
Despite her nerfs from the last game over to this one, Rosalina, part of her core game plan is still to be able to box you out and make herself very, very hard to approach. Pikachu kind of doesn't care about any of that, man. Quick attack in neutral. That's going to go through the Luma. That's going to go through Rosalina. It's going to go through the Rosalina player's hopes and dreams. It's going to set up into every type of combo that Pikachu... Like, if Pikachu doesn't even care about Rosalina's weight, he'll combo you. He'll absolutely combo you, my friend.
For real.
It's rough when he's up close, man. And then even when Rosalina gets a beat, even when Rosalina like gets a break in the combos, man, landing is just so difficult because Pikachu can just put out a down smash to just get all sorts of multi-hitboxes out there, man. So at the very least, if I were... here we go. This is what I was going to say. At the very least, if I were Charlie, which I am not, I am but a humble commentator watching Charlie play video games, I would at the very least go to a stage with platforms, and he did. So hopefully this could make it a little bit easier on the neutral side of things, and maybe give him some more opportunities to land. I mean, it could make it more difficult if he was like a fast faller, but he's not. He's Rosalina, so I'm anxious to see what this counter pick will do for him, if anything.
I do like already, just out of the gate, Charlie is swinging a bit more this game. I feel like he got kind of ran over by Kobe last game, just how overwhelming Kobe's offense was. Like, and I see them pressing buttons. I see them trying to deploy Luma out there to get some sort of hits in. I just don't know how well Rosa is equipped to deal with the amount of aggression that Pikachu can do both on and off stage. Like, Kobe knows exactly how he needs to play this matchup, which is put out hitboxes, get rid of Luma, force the Rosa to be slightly less comfortable than they would be. And now you've got a Rosalina who has to deploy either a very nice landing nair to get anything started up, or just wall out with tilts or dash attacks to catch landings and stuff like that. It's hard, though. Pika just has the frame data to keep up with her. He can move around all he wants. You can pancake in certain instances. It is very, very hard to hit this little rat.
Not even just that, man. I mean, I feel like this is where Rosa's old nerfs from the last game over to this one really do come in, because one of the things that made Rosalina at least have a fighting chance against smaller characters who didn't really care as much about the Luma in this matchup is that, you know, weaker hitboxes didn't really impact the Luma that much. But now in this game, that's going to take the stock right there. In this game, what did we see? We saw KobeBoof get rid of Luma in 2 hits of back air. Like a multi-hit move with a bunch of weak little hitboxes in between. Weak hitboxes that forward smash takes the stock. Weak hitboxes, Luma used to eat those for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man, and now it just seems like so many more attacks. Just get rid of the little star and separate him from his mama, and that just makes for a dull Rosalina, to say the least, man.
Yeah, Luma just stop hitting the gym or something like that, because now they're just like a little more soft and marshmallowy. I'm not sure how much health Luma does have, but Pika can definitely just mitigate that almost entirely.
Yeah, they're magic.
That's a quick get me out of here. I'm undocking my Switch. I'm unplugging it.
Oh, that must have been on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought that was a rage quit.
No, I kind of thought so too. That's crazy. This actually hasn't happened in weeks. I don't know. I feel like it just like skips a beat or something, and then if it just doesn't like refine it, then that's it.
Dude, I feel like these things to be like a weedy, and now Luma's just like a little Lucky Charm, and like the Lucky Charm cereal.
Just a Nintendo Classic coming out right there. So I'm assuming the way that match was going, though, that we are going to see Kobe kind of take it over Charlie, just with how overwhelming it seemed. Like, both on and off stage coverage from Kobe was just dispatching Charlie with ease. And hopefully, maybe Charlie might adapt, and we'll see. You know, maybe it's the watching curse. You know, as soon as you start watching something, the guy seems to be the underdog, is losing, but then once you stop watching, he starts winning and stuff like that. So
it's like that singer who only like shows their amazing voice when they're in the shower. Yeah. You know, don't sing with anybody else or anything like that, and then just
camera shy. Who knows?
Yeah. Like, dude, Rosalina just absolutely like mutilates him on the other way around. I mean, we're gonna see. But we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. Izumek actually mentioning that KobeBoof is actually his trainer.
There you go.
I believe, and confirming his own skill level by saying that he is in fact bad in the chat. So let's go, Izumek. Very, very cool. And not like Kobe's gonna take it
as expected. Just seemed very, very overwhelming for Charlie to kind of we're seeing glimpses of him like trying to rein it in, like, okay, maybe I need to play a little bit more aggressive here and stuff like that, but ultimately it was not enough for them to take it. So charging through bracket right now, everything looks pretty standard quo-y from what I've been observing so far. We have Ling being, I believe, our first top 16 qualifier, taking it over Z-. No surprise there, Ling being a very, very strong player in their own right, especially being one of like the best Wi-Fi players out there to do it right now. I think they even placed first at that like little Nintendo Open tournament thingy with the items on it or whatever.
That's how
when he wakes up in time.
Yeah.